Hey guys, Nate with TrimPro Lawn Care here. I know it's been a long time since we've done a tip of the week, but this one's going to be a good one, and it's going to be pretty relevant to the time of year that we're in. A lot of you have probably started, are in the middle of, or even finished your fall cleanups, but we're also in the middle of our season of fall cleanups, so I figured I'd share this. One of the biggest gripes about the fall season is, of course, cleaning up your leaves. And most of you probably do it the old-fashioned way, which is raking them up, putting them on a tarp, dragging them to the curb, or using a lawnmower with a bagging unit on it and taking that bag and dumping it on the curb. What usually happens, at least used to happen here at my house, is you wait on the city to pick those leaves up on the curb for a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, you have cars driving by, you have the wind blowing, and a certain percentage of those leaves always end up back in your yard, just, you know, making a mess. So we're going to give you a tip that will help feed your lawn and clean up your leaves at the same time. It's pretty simple. It's just called mulching. You're going to take your lawnmower and you're going to mulch the leaves up. There's a specific way to do it so that you're not overwhelming the machinery, not trying to run over a huge pile of leaves and cause a lot of wear and tear to your mower. But we're going to show you how to do that in the video. So hopefully you enjoy the video. We'll have some still photos and we'll have a little bit of video, and you might have a little bit of narration from me if you can stand to listen to me. And after the video, I'll come back here and I'll just kind of wrap it up and give you some more information. So enjoy. Okay, how you want to start your cleanup is you want to get your leaf blower, go around to each of the flower beds, blow all the leaves out of the flower beds into the yard. That way you can concentrate on just mulching the leaves in the yard. Your first few passes, and this is going to depend on the size of your yard, your first few passes are going to be simply to get the leaves in manageable piles or rows. You don't want them to be too tall. You don't want to stack the leaves up 3 feet thick. Once you get the leaves into manageable rows, you want to make a pass down the center of each row. This is going to help disperse the leaves across the yard, thinning the piles out, and it's also going to start the mulching process. Once you work your way from the inside of the rows out, you're going to start to see a pattern like this. The leaves are going to start to turn into smaller pieces, and you're going to start to see some progress. Keep going until the leaves turn into mulch. As you can see here, repeating your pattern is going to turn the leaves into smaller and smaller pieces. The smaller the pieces get, the further they fall down into the grass, and the more progress you're going to see. So if you followed the process and you had patience, this is what you're going to end up with. I didn't bag any of these leaves. I didn't carry any of these leaves in trash barrels, and I certainly didn't take them to the curb and dump them there. This is all mulching. This was all done with a mower. And this little bit here is real quick, just kind of show you in a little section of the yard here the process that I went through for that big section of yard that you saw. You'll also notice that my flower beds are full of leaves. This was by no means a final cleanup. This was just basically trying to keep up with the leaves. As you can see, the tree there still had some leaves on it to come down yet. But as you can see, it's just a process of knocking the big piles down, turning the leaves into smaller pieces, and before you know it, the leaves are going to start to disappear. Okay, so hopefully some of you guys found that helpful. I know that once I found out that this is the way to go, made life a lot easier. It helps me, when I go to a customer's house, I can pretty much tell, I'm going to be able to mulch all these leaves up, or I'm going to be able to mulch most of them, and then I'll have to take some away. But after doing it for a little while, you know what that's going to be. I mean, some of the smaller yards, you may not be able to mulch them all up, because what you don't want to do is leave a pile or an inch or two of ground up leaves on your lawn. That could cause some bare spots. But if you do it right and you just have a thin layer of mulched up leaves that fall down into the grass, onto the ground, you're going to have a nice layer of organic material that's going to return nutrients to your lawn. It's also going to perform the function of a weed barrier in the spring. So we know how it can be in the spring when starts raining, the sun comes out, and all of a sudden you got dandelions everywhere. If you mulch and decide to not bag, take my advice, you're going to accomplish three things. You're going to do less work, you're going to feed your lawn, and you're probably going to have less weeds and a more beautiful lawn in the spring if you follow this tip of the week. So, tip of the week, mulch your leaves. This is Nate for TrimPro Lawn Care. If you want to, follow us on Instagram at TrimPro_Lawn Care. And if you want to follow us or like us on Facebook, TrimPro Lawn Care at Facebook. Thanks a lot. See you next time.